So you find, or you encounter a man named Dr. Tobias Finch, who is a Velishman. He kind of reminds you of Mr. Dibbs and his mentality of like he's very much like came from a rich family, and he seems to know what he is talking about when you talk to him. I mean, he says a bunch of stuff that you don't know.
Well, if he's rich, he's probably educated.
Talking about his qualifications. Apparently, he went to some sort of university. He attended Karkana University of Medicine.
Okay.
So he seems quite qualified, if a little bit
arrogant.
Pompous. Yeah, pompous. I would say that is a good one. And then the other possible one, which is kind of unfortunately the opposite spectrum in terms of quality, there is a young woman named Isra who cites her reference as being she's basically a veterinarian. She's healed like horses and pigs. Apparently she's from a pig farm in the area.
Close enough.
Pigs are remarkably close to humans.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So she's definitely not as skilled, but is certainly more modest. Also, there is a sort of a benefit that she is a fairly decent cook as well, or as far as you can say. You know, the pigs that didn't make it.
So she's a cook. She's a cook sawbones.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And then the other chef that you find is a man named Fadil, who is a sort of like a very thin, bony Dracian man, who informs you. I mean, he has a whole like list of various places that he has been a chef at, and apparently he's a incredibly good chef. I mean, when you initially talk to him, obviously he doesn't have any like food to give you, so you pretty much have to go on his word unless you want to actually organize some kind of like test.
No.
But yeah, he talks. Apparently, he worked and ran a restaurant in Varkalish for a number of years, and he has traveled the Cursed Sea, sampling the cuisine of various places, and has worked at a number of those establishments. And he lists off a bunch of places, none of which are in Petrus, unfortunately.
You are aware this is for a position on a ship?
Yes. Well, I mean, I imagine it's quite the same. And besides, a chef of my caliber, I'm interested in exploring the challenges of making fine cuisine on a naval vessel.
Okay. Well, it's challenging is a word for it, I suppose. If you think you are up for it, I suppose you'll find out. I think we should go with the actual cook and the actual doctor. As much as I love the veterinarian cook.
All right, sounds good. You wanna, if that's one you want to go with, then you can hire both of them on the crew. They'll both take 2 shares, so because being specialists.
So
but
did we just hire Sanji from One Piece?
I have not seen One Piece, so I don't know.
He's like, yeah, he's the best cook, and he can make gourmet food wherever he is. Doesn't matter. Like on a ship,
Okay.
like in a fucking anywhere. So
we have an actual cook and an actual Sawbones, whose names were Cook Guy was
cook guy was Fadil, Fadil.
Fadil and Sawbones.
Dr. Tobias Finch.
Dr. Tobias Finch. Okay. We have actual people.
So that'll put your shares up to 39 shares.
And we have 8 officers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full complement of officers.
Up to 39 shares of. So we're at full crew again, and we have a real cook.
Alright.
And a doctor, I guess. That's also
Yep.
important.
Also that.
Please tell me I can eat those.
I will note when
Around here, we can't forget.
when
You
you
would
get
presume to tell
on
me what we are
the
cooking
ship,
at all.
What is? Whenever you're
Dr. Tobias Finch kind of looks around and says, "It's rather small.
We can't lose this one,
And
boys.
where will my quarters be?"
Is he admitting defeat by not doing anything?
You don't have any quarters. I'll show you to your.
Finish 100 meals. You
he
like
has
that?
Like a hammock, right?
This food
Yeah.
looks so good.
Well, I guess you can
Get your
use these
hands
hooks
Of
here.
course, we normally prepare 1,000 servings of each meal.
And we're fast,
alright,
like
so
sharks darting for prey.
He
That
kind
is
of
the
like
essence of being a chef
mutters
here.
a little bit, like, well, I suppose places I have served
How
in the past
terribly wasteful you all are.
and larger
What's
ships, I
that
suppose,
guy up to?
more cabins to accommodate.
He can't be.
No way.
He's
I
using
think
all our
anyone actually
leftover
wants to be on
parts.
this ship
Pulverize
today.
the.
Yes, he does not seem explicitly pleased with the rough-knit nature of sleeping with the crew, but
There's 2 cabins, and you ain't getting one of them. Sorry.
who has the other cabin? I assume it's one of the two of you.
I assume it's the bird.
I thought
That's Paul's cabin. By default, it would go to the first mate before the show's
Right.
end, but I mean,
So-
that's
Mr. Dibs.
unless Mr. Dibbs had a strong desire to sleep with the crew.
Well, I mean, not all of them at once. That just give me a minute. Give me
I was waiting for it.
he's got to work his way around the.
exactly. God.
Maybe you do want to stay out then. I'll take that.
Yeah, sure. I don't care. I don't mind mingling with the crew. I'm kind of used to roughing it now.
Well, I guess the 2 ladies get the cabins then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
2 ladies and the bird.
I'm like, yes, that
Paul
makes
gets one of the cabins all to himself.
that does
Alright.
make sense. You ladies should have the cabins. I'll stay out here with these smelly pirate bastards.
Rapscallions. Okay. So, yep, that is decided then. You guys have your full complement of crew. Specialists. So, let's see. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do in your time here at Petrus before you set off on your next journey?
Oh yeah. So I was just gonna go get that smite oil and ask if they had any sort of material that I could start working on my my sheath.
Oh yeah, that what we talked about before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd want to go to Old Midge here
Yeah.
in Ketris. She's
Is that that witch?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the witch that lives outside of town.
I'm definitely going to go visit Midge and bring her some food.
Okay.
So I guess
So-
I'd be like, hey, I'm going to what's her name, Midge the witch. Anyone want to go? I know you guys like her.
Oh, I'll go. I'll go see Midge.
All right. She get you group trip to go out and see her. And you guys go in and there's her dog sitting outside, barks, and she says, "Oh yes, you're back, Robin dear. I appreciate the food."
Anything for you, Midge? Or does she like to be called Old Midge?
Either one.
It's old Midge.
I'll call her Midgie.
Midgie poo.
Midgie Poo.
Maybe not Midgie Poo.
Yeah.
The last person to call me Midgie Poo, that was a long time ago.
Oh wow, I was just joking. Don't I have no plans on having that be your handle.
Well, you're a handsome enough sort if you're interested.
Oh, maybe a few more bottles of rum.
Cackles. So, what can I do for you, dears, today?
Well, unless these two have bought you out of all your potions and such, would you happen to have any smite oil?
I do indeed. I have, this moment, 3 doses of such oil.
Well, I can afford 2.
Would you like to buy 2?
Well, see, the thing is, I also would like some sort of material to put inside my sheath to contain the oil. So basically have the inside of my sheath a vial.
You could perhaps go to an alchemist if you're interested in materials, but there's more to these oils than just what they are in the flesh.
Oh?
To require bindings of a magical nature. Bindings that I could perhaps set about if you gave me the correct materials.
I would be happy to give you some more business.
And she would give you her dog fetches like a piece of paper and like a quill.
Mm-hmm.
And she you can tell her hands are like super shaky, but when she draws, they're like eerily precise lines. Like somehow she is
calligraphist.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
It's like she can draw a perfect circle, freehand, despite all the like shaking tremors in her hand.
Without even looking.
Kind of eerie, yeah.
Yeah.
She draws up this sort of diagram after looking at your sword and says, if you have this wrought of silver, I can apply it to your weapons sheath.
Oh, silver, huh? That's a bit pricey.
Magic is a pricey trade.
Oh, no arguments here. Just it had to be silver. Oh, this looks like I'm on a scavenger hunt.
Gold would also work, but that would be more expensive.
Oh, oddly enough, I bet we come across more gold than silver.
She shrugs indifferently.
Yep. So if I return with this list, I could acquire an item that I'm looking for?
Yes.
Much obliged. I would be happy to do so.
She kind of smiles and says, good. I wish you luck on your quest.
Is there anything special you would like that would help with the bargaining of this deal while I'm out getting things?
Curious question.
Well, you are in your hut. We are adventurers of sorts. We see a lot of the world.
Let me do something. If you are speaking of payment in a less than monetary way, I believe we could come to an arrangement. I would require a flask of vinegar mixed with jellyfish entrails.
What
How
kind?
common are jelly?
I mean, the jellyfish exist in the ocean. She says it is a simple enough thing to find, but alas, it is a long walk to the beach these days.
What kind of jellyfish? There are many different colors and such.
The Arnaki man-o-war, very large.
Very poisonous. They're deadly, I say.
Indeed. Totally not the Portuguese man-o-war.
No.
Yeah.
That's
At
Oh,
first,
yeah.
I thought you meant a fucking ship, and I was like, nah, we better not.
It's a jellyfish the size of a ship.
no,
no,
man-o-wars are like 80 to 100 feet long or something. They're ridiculous.
Yeah, they have so much, but more than that, I think.
I think so. I think there might be a
I
300.
mean, it's like a ridiculous amount of guns. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was talking about the jellyfish. Like,
Oh, you're talking about the jellyfish?
no, yeah, the man-o-wars. They're like 80 to 80 feet long tentacles. They just drapes down and kill everything.
They're also interesting in that they're technically a colony of organisms instead of one organism.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
cluster. Yeah.
yeah. They're fucking crazy.
Guys, let's just become naturalists and investigate the jellyfish.
Cool.
Yep. So that's your alternative payment method.
Cool.
At some point, I need to come up with a table of random occult bullshit
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
for things like this.
hmm
Seems like ritual ingredients.
Yep. Because I mean, we're always visiting the local shaman, witch, alchemist.
It's a good, interesting method of payment.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, we're out getting stuff. You need some stuff? Give me
Yeah.
stuff.
But yes, so for the smite oil, she has acid and
I'll take an acid.
Okay.
I hear that, and I'm like, sold.
the other one would be darkness.
I've seen enough darkness.
Smite. Darkness is around forever. Okay. So yeah, anything else that you guys want to buy at
And then
here?
is that
If you-
raise or regular?
that would be a regular.
Okay.
All right. So in that case, you guys, that's one of the things that you do on your way through Tetris. Let's see here. There is something else. Mr. Dibbs, give me a notice roll with the eye patch penalty.
Okay, 1 second. I'm writing that stuff. Perception. Eye patch. Ooh, blew up to 6.
Say everybody.
No, just Mr. Dibbs.
10 minus 2, 8.
8.
Yeah,
Okay.
blew up to 6.
So, at some point during your wanderings through the town by the dockside, a brigantine docked on the far docks catches your eye as looking familiar,
Oh.
and you kind of like walk so you can sort of see the back of the vessel, and you see that it is the Pewter Dragon.
Oh, fuck. Is that our old boss?
No, that's
No.
your old
Nemesis?
the other crew that was trying to.
The old, yeah. They tried
Yeah,
to
the
kill
two-
us in that ambush.
Yep.
It's the knife throwing lady.
Yep. Blackheart, Kate, and company.
Yeah. All right.
Like how we don't remember the captain, but we remember the first mate.
Yeah, well, he didn't really interact with the captain. He was on the ship.
Right. Yeah, the first mate, like she did the knife throw, and she was a lot more charismatic. As far as
She had more screen time.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, you didn't really talk to Armiger as much. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll check that
that's-
out, see if I can spot her just on the ship or anything, and then keep walking.
Are you trying to be subtle about this, or are you just kind of like loitering around the dock area near the...
Holy shit, Kate's here?
Yeah, no, I'm not subtle.
Okay, sure. Give me another notice roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, nope, big mouth, don't care.
I don't give a fuck. You want to go?
Yeah, I got a 2 with the penalty,
A
right?
2?
With the penalty.
Yep.
Okay, 2 with the penalty.
Okay, so you kind of linger around. You know, you don't have much else to do.
No, I ain't got shit.
Just kind of like
Oh.
staking out of curiosity.
Wait a second. We all went to Midge.
Correct.
So did I split?
Did you split?
Did I leave before they did?
Well, this is representing like a week of
Oh, okay,
being in
okay.
the city. So this is like just a different day.
Okay,
That
okay.
you happen to be over here.
Yeah, because I mean, after I was done with my little item noise, I just kind of like just kept on going. I kind of wasn't sure if I was still with the group or not.
Yep. No, this is a different day than that. But we'll assume like the day after or something.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So you watch for like about an hour, and then after about that much time, you hear like a couple scuffing of boots sort of behind you, and you turn around to see Kate there with a half dozen other crew members, kind of like arms crossed, and she sort of like paces up from an alley and says, "Well, well, well,
Oh, there you are.
still alive."
Not for lack of trying. You fellas did quite the number back there.
For a reason you're scoping out our ship, you wanna stay alive?
Just for as long as I can.
You should probably scram.
I probably should, shouldn't I? I do a little, like, if I had a hat, I'd tip it, but I don't, so I do a little nod and be like, I'll be on my way. Good to see you.
Just like spits on the road. And they kind of like follow behind you like for about a block,
I
and like very obviously shadow you. But
when I turned to like leave, so like when I turned to leave Kate, I just kind of flick like a little cord on the loot on my back, and then it like have it just start playing, you know, a mundane song.
yeah,
Not a magic song, just a
you just it's just like ding and then ding.
yep. And I walk away with the tune on my back.
Yeah, she just like glares at you as you walk off.
If we were on better terms, I'd talk to her about what's his name, Dio.
Dio.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you do know that they were going to sell the tooth to the same person, so they probably have some sort of relationship with Dio.
yeah, that's what I mean. You know, like, hey, what the hell's up with him? Is he fucked up like everyone thinks, or you know? So, but yeah, she definitely wants to beat me up.
She
So
doesn't. Yeah, she seems to want to stab you or
Yeah.
shoot you. So.
yeah.
Okay, so
Do they follow me all the way back to the ship?
No, they just follow you like a block
Okay.
or so.
Okay. So yeah, I
Um,
would kind of make it a point to rendezvous and let them know that they're in town.
Mention that.
Yep. Yeah, they're here. They're not pleased at our existence.
I'll be right back.
So in that case, you guys are finishing up your business in the city. You have your goods bought and your goods sold. You've divvied up the pay for the last venture. Well, I mean, you did that a while ago, and you're making sure you're properly provisioned for the next one. Why doesn't someone, one of you guys, just roll a d6 for me? Just a single d6.
Go ahead. I've had all the action lately.
Yeah, 4.
A 4? Okay. So the night before you guys you're planning to leave in the morning, you are awoken from your sleep by a shout on the deck and a gunshot.
I guess.
Better go
Shortly
check
following.
that out.
Yeah.
You're gonna spring from your bed to see what was the matter?
Nice. The clatter.
Yes.
It arose. What this clatter?
Okay. So running up onto the deck, I would you Tara and Mr. Dibbs will say you get up there like pretty much at the same time. There is a patch of deck up near the bow that is like ablaze. It's fairly. It looks like somebody Molotov'd your boat. Basically, is just like a patch of flaming deck.
Mm-hmm.
And you see one of your crew members who is like kind of taking cover up against the side of the ship with a revolver in hand, and like as you guys kind of run up, he fires the revolver off again, and kind of like looks back over towards you and says, "Captain, it's people that fucking threw this."
It's
And he, like-
Armitage's crew.
He points off into the night of the docks, and you can kind of see. You know what? Actually, he noticed. I'll roll his 2 revolver shots to see if he hit someone. First one missed. Second one missed because of range. So yeah, unfortunately, he didn't hit them.
Okay.
But you see a couple of retreating figures moving into the buildings to the east of you.
Oh, I shoot them.
Did
Okay.
I miss anything?
Yeah. So the ship's on fire.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
You don't set our ship on fire.
Am I
Okay,
around?
so
Yeah, we're all
You
up
would
on
be-
deck.
yep. Mr. Dibbs, it is dark because it's nighttime.
Mhm.
Clear night out though,
Nice.
so it is a. I would say it's a -2 for vision penalties, and then
Eye patch.
eye patch.
And then it's long
Uh,
range.
No, because you're using a rifle, right?
I am. Revolving carbine.
It would. What's the range on that?
24, 48, 96.
Yeah, it would be short range.
All
It's
right, cool.
cities.
Yep.
You're gonna break line of sight before you get out of short range.
You are correct, sir.
All right, so it would be a -4 though.
Oofda. That's right. Damn, I want to take 2 shots, but I don't, so I'm not going to. Hacha. Nope, big miss. Almost a crit fail, but no.
Okay. Pew! Bullet goes off into the darkness and probably doesn't hit anything.
And don't you come back, you sons of bitches!
What are you going to do about the fire, which is spreading across the deck?
Waterbend.
I'm already water.
Okay, you're just going to pull the ocean out and splash into through it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, with you getting there promptly, and yeah, then your lookout being alert, you have no problem putting in the fire out before it causes any significant damage. Yeah. So situation pretty much de-escalated quickly, and after they retreat into the darkness and the fire's put out, the portion of your crew, like the 4 or so guys who you had watch, kind of like go up to you, Tara, and give their report. The guy who fired the revolver says, looked like sailor types. They were sneaking up, or they were walking up the dock, and then I saw one of them pull out a bottle and a light, and it caught my attention. They were able to throw it before I could do anything, but when I started shooting, they ran. I'm not sure who they were. They just looked like sailors.
It was Kate's boys.
Well, you did well, at least. Extra ration of grog for you.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, I suppose it probably could have been, well, not actually Kate's crew.
Just her boys.
Is this also the city with the ridiculous
teeth?
wisp people? People?
Yep.
It could also be them.
Yes. Unions
Just
are...
like the barely professional attack that they might put on.
Yeah. Unions are a little, prickly.
But, maybe we should post some extra guards from now on.
Yeah, in this city it wouldn't hurt.
Is it like... our boat's singed?
Yeah, it's kind of
That kind of
singed.
looks bad. Hopefully we can buff that out. Hopefully we won't have this ship for very long.
Talked to that. Yeah, sorry about the front's a little bit burned. Somebody just threw a...
I got a 2 on my repair. Can I tell if it's, like, repairable?
I mean,
will it buff out?
It's not damaged in any way.
Okay.
Like, you could probably sand it down and just, like, get rid of the scorch marks.
It would take a couple hours and a lot of elbow grease, but we can buff this
Pretty
out.
much.
I say.
Well, Robin, we make a pretty good fire crew.
Yeah.
That would have been a lot harder with
Buckets.
Yeah, like, oh shit, somebody get a bucket.
Yes.
Instead, it's just like,
Nah, we got 2 water mages. We're good.
I can't imagine being on a ship without you two from like in the future. It'll just be hell.
I didn't crit fail, so we're good. Actually, I succeeded, but
there is a reason why most vessels want a ship's mage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then in that case, you guys, the morning comes without any other attacks, increasing the guard.
Someone's a dick. Got it.
Yeah, somebody's trying to screw you over. But yeah, in that case, unless there's anything else you want to do, you are good to leave Ketris and embark on your next voyage.
Do we
Rum
have...
showed up.
Rum is in the hold. Yep.
Nice. Do we have a ripcord to the crow's nest?
Ripcord, like
a quick ascend feature to get to the crow's nest.
I don't.
Assassin's Creed style. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you have anything like that rigged up.
Nope.
No.
I am making that.
Okay.
God.
Sure.
Someone's gonna fucking die.
I will not be using that.
Oh, that's mine all day. I even tell people, don't fucking use this.
Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing in the first part of the sea voyage.
Yep.
Set it up on the foremast, not the main.
Not the main.
So I
mast.
need another crow's nest up there?
Yeah, there's no. I mean, you can stand up there, but there's no crow's nest.
Looks like I'm installing another crow's nest too.
Okay. Well, all right. So we'll go over to the big map, the world map, as you guys head out to travel to Dakhan. Yeah. So are you going just directly there, right?
Yep.
All right. So heading out across the ocean. Why don't you give me a boating roll, Tara, and then for Mr. Dibbs, go ahead and give me a repair roll.
right.
Boating.
for your invention.
I got a 5.
5.
I got
Okay.
E6.
Did you roll a 1 on the trait die?
I rolled a 2 on the trait die.
Okay. Good to know. And a 6 for Tara? Okay. Right. So you guys head out over the main portion of the Cursed Sea. And the first 2 days are pretty much going, retracing your steps back the direction you pretty much just came. You managed to, the wind is not quite in your favor. You managed to get almost to the Isle of Katiros in the first 2 days. In that time, Mr. Dibbs, you mess around with some like ropes and pulleys and stuff, and
Even if it has to be,
on the foremast,
500 pounds of sandbags, I'll do that.
you have like a counterweight of. I mean, you don't have sandbags on
Yeah.
the ship. I don't think it would probably be like some cannonballs.
All right.
Um,
I'll have
But,
to put some padding down where those hit.
yeah, you mess around with that. You don't damage the ship,
Good.
and you don't kill yourself.
Good. Also good.
There are several times, like when you're testing it out, like the first you put a little bit too much weight on the first time, and you like almost like decapitate yourself with a piece of rope on the way up. But you're agile enough that you're able to like,
Whoa!
get out of the way there. After a couple times of testing, you are fairly confident that a person who knew what they were doing could rapidly ascend to the foremast in this method.
Awesome. Now that it's done,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I also want to attach a set of manacles to it.
Okay, like to the bottom, so you can like attach a person.
Someone and send them flying.
Oh, okay, sure.
That's
I mean,
that's
easy.
if we get boarded.
That's
Someone's
easy enough
out of
to
here.
do.
All right.
Okay, this is your like trap where I'm gonna shackle you to our mast and just freaking throw you up into the
Yep.
sky.
Yep. Because after I saw how I almost died, I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good weapon too.
Okay, sure.
Is there time for a downtime activity?
That
Yeah.
was mine.
Yep. I would say you could do it something.
I'm gonna try to recover my lost sanity.
Oh,
Oh yeah, from your magic casting.
don't do
Yeah,
it by
sure.
watching me.
What are you going to do to relax during this time?
I'll probably just hang out in the crow's nest and talk to Paul.
Okay.
So you see me flying by every now and then.
Parrot therapy.
Yep.
All right, go give me a spirit roll then.
Three.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, like, it's fine and relaxing enough, but
You got 5 bennies. Try that again.
I also still have 4 sanity. It's not that important.
Oh, okay.
not super good.
Right.
Yeah. You're.
I
I mean, it's a good
break your
time, but you don't
concentration.
recover any sanity from it. Pretty much business as normal on the ship. So, you guys heading in. Oh, by the way, the cook that you hire, the doctor is, he is slightly annoying. You might get along with him, Mr. Dibbs, if you talk to him. He's
that pompous guy.
yeah, he's the pompous Valish doctor.
Okay.
He's not super helpful in terms of like actual boating and stuff. So hopefully he's good at being a doctor.
At doctoring.
Yep, at doctoring.
Okay. That's what I call it.
He on one of the nights he lectures one of your crew telling him to like make sure that he eats the entirety of the lime that's part of his rations to avoid scurvy. And then he like goes off on this whole like tirade of various people that he's met who have had scurvy and how they died horribly, which does get the crew member to eat his lime.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good, I guess.
You
In
only
terms
need, like
of
one a year.
the cook, his skills are not as remarkable as he touted them to be from Mutara, which he seems to cite as the what he's working with. From what you can tell, it seems like he's not super knowledgeable in dealing with simple food, basically.
Lots of simple.
Yeah. So it's fine. It's
Well,
maybe I would say it's a side grade to Kadak, your carpenter, just adding spice to whatever it is.
Alright, yay.
So we're paying. So I taste this after a few meals, Captain. Are we overpaying?
Yes, I think so.
Do you need
But
me
the vet
to?
cooks with simple ingredients.
Do you need me to?
Yeah. I really think we should have gone with the vet. We should have gone with the lady. I messed up there. That's for sure.
It's okay, Captain. I think
We only have 2 cabins.
when we
Maybe
go,
should be there when we get back.
exactly. I will inform our man eventually that we will be parting ways.
You're filling out his like
Yeah.
letter.
Here's your letter of resignation. But what? Give it back to
I'm
us right
supposed to
now.
write that. Okay. So for the next stage, do you want to go through the straight by where you went through?
Can
That
I?
is the
do
fastest
that?
route. It's a little bit higher traffic, but
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to just quick check in and see if Blackman is there by any range.
But can I do my downtime thing?
oh yeah. What do you want to do, Tara?
I'm just gonna sharpen skills.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna try to like figure out what the hell went wrong with my spellcasting that one time, so that I don't do that again.
So yeah, I would say that would be like at night once you sort of like pass off the control of the helm, you just kind of go over to the side of the boat. There's one of the nights when it's kind of like a light rain and some pretty strong wind, and you just kind of like shoot lightning bolts into the sky. Just to sort of focus your abilities. So.
By the way, you can make like attacks heavy weapon. So I'm imagining like when you do like a real lightning bolt, that's what that is.
Yeah, that's like you feel it in your teeth if you're near the person. Just like ka-choom.
That's a lot of
These days
jewels.
I'm gonna shoot a ship.
Yep.
Who
gonna
the
be
hell
fun.
is Jewel?
All right. Yeah. And do you want to go through the straight?
Yeah. I don't want to go all the way around, that's for sure. The straight seems cool.
All right. Give me a boating roll.
Oh, I got a 6 again.
Okay. So you guys head in and meet landfall, and you head through the strait. Robin, do you say you want to stop by the Smuggler's Cove to see if anything's changed, or?
I mean, well, there's also a group of people there who are pretty pissed off at us, probably.
Oh yeah, those
we
people are
marooned
probably
them.
still there.
We marooned
Yeah.
them.
Right.
Or they're killed by the wildlife.
Yeah, they're eaten by a giant four-armed gorilla or something.
Maybe they had a decent cook.
I really doubt it.
You come back
Probably-
a couple weeks
It's
later.
probably more like
By the way, do any of you guys know how to cook? Oh, you do? Okay. Well, here you go. This is your stop, buddy.
Don't worry, you guys can take our cook.
Yep.
Okay, so you're just sailing by there.
Yep.
We
Alright,
wave.
So, passing through the strait, you go through without a problem. You do pass by a vessel. It seems to be a brigantine of some sort. No flag being flown. But I mean, it doesn't really bother you unless you bother it. Coming out of the strait, as you sort of head towards Dakan, you do spot. Oh yeah, I guess Robin, give me a notice roll.
Hello?
Sorry.
10.
Did you say 10?
Yep.
Okay. I think the first part cut out. Okay, so you see as you're like just before you lose sight of land to your rear, you spot the sail of a ship coming along the edge of the islands that the Smuggler's Cove is on. Looks like a sloop, and it's very obviously beelining towards you.
When it came out of the cove.
No, it didn't come out of the cove. It came out of off the western side of the island.
Oh, okay.
How far away is it?
When you see it, it's probably about 10 miles out.
Alright, I'll call it.
Sail. Rear.
Well, we're not looking for a fight right now. So let's just try to outrun it, I guess.
Okay. So Tara, first give me a navigation boating roll for just heading on the right way to Dakan in this last section of the voyage.
Okay. I got a 4.
Okay, and then give me a long distance boating roll chase thing. And the crew can assist on this if they would like.
Yes.
Are you?
Really well.
Let's see.
Although if they did do an extra +1.
I will attempt to. Actually,
The crew
I probably
gets
won't.
this one.
What's the
I won't
max
be
of
doing any-
assist? Because I got a 6. Was that 12? 15? Yeah, I got a 15.
Okay, +4 to your roll, Tara. Max is
Okay.
+4.
Okay, that's what I
Alright.
thought.
I got a 19 then.
Okay. I mean, so this is a sloop. This is a sloop following you.
Are we a brig now?
No, you're a sloop still.
Okay,
You're still on the Zoot sloop, right?
sweet, good. Because I'm trying to think of a name for the fucking brig, and there's
Your
it's
well,
not,
your
did
next
we-
one is going to be a frigate.
or a frigate. I meant
All
a frigate.
things go right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we talk about the deal we made?
Yeah, I covered
Okay.
it when
I
Mike
couldn't remember.
right after Mike got on.
So yeah,
Um,
nothing's gonna
okay,
touch
so-
that name though.
So, like, yeah, this boat seems pretty fast, but you are very fast. And you give it a little bit of magic juice here and there, like readjusting the wind and guiding it, and you are able to leave them in the dust after an hour or two of sailing.
The watery dust.
Ooh.
The watery dust.
Eat our mist.
Well, it was good you
Wow.
rolled high because they also got an 11, so it's like
Oh wow.
While we're doing
spirals all
that,
around.
while,
Yeah.
while they're sailing and whatnot, I'm gonna go get one of those birds, one of the ravens.
Okay, sure.
How many do we have?
Did you take the ravens off of the greenfish or just? Oh, yeah, it would just be the ravens on the greenfish.
Yeah.
Two ravens.